Alright guys, so today I have Tamika Rose. She is the founder of CocoaButterMothers, which is basically, from my understanding, is a natural hair and skin nail
Yeah, like
product.
home and body care.
There you go. And she's here to talk with us today about her business, how she got started, and we also have some products here that we'll be talking about and showing you guys too. Alright. Thank you for talking with me today.
I'm so excited to be here with you.
Yes.
So let's get it started.
Yes, we will. Alright, so what's the story behind CocoaButterMothers? How was it born? You know, obviously there are a lot of natural hair and skin, booming right now,
Yeah.
especially. So kind of what was the inspiration behind starting CocoaButterMothers?
So my business was born of a combination of like long-term planning that I didn't know that was strategic. Definitely a lot of strategic planning on my end, research, pricing it out, financial things, and also too, it was just I had the capital to start. I had always wanted to be a business owner, and I didn't know how it would come forth.
Okay.
And so I was like, the final phase and the final stage of like making it a go for me was I have the money to be able to start this thing.
Okay. And how'd you get the capital?
So for me, getting the capital for me was easy because it was my capital. I worked full time. At the time of starting CocoaButterMothers, I actually worked full time, 40 hours a week downtown. I had a whole job career, and I saved. I'm a pretty stringent saver, and I like I like acquiring new things. So sometimes you gotta save, and I bought my first home a few years ago, and I paid my car off, and so just basically not going on trips with your friends, and just how can I cut corners to be able to save money to do this next big thing that I want to do. And so just scraping and pulling together my own funding, and I got to be able to use I got tax return, and I sunk that into my business. Everything that was I could come in, and I was absolutely using my income from my original full-time job too. I was just like, I'm willing to use my income to fuel something that I want to do. So for me, I didn't want to start out the gate indebted to a lender in any way. I just didn't want to go that route. I'm a typical American 30-something-year-old as far as like I have college loan debt still. And I have a mortgage. I have a mortgage, and I have a whole life that I have to fund. So it wasn't in my best interest to come out the gate and just like owing somebody else, especially small businesses fail. Statistics don't lie, and I didn't know. What if I don't make it? What if I sink, and then I have to owe money back?
Exactly. Now you're sinking.
It was definitely a matter of timing, capital, and a lifelong dream of mine to own my own business.
And as far as the natural hair, like how'd you get into
so for the actual so that is definitely like a lifetime of cultivation there. I grew up largely in Virginia. I'm a product of a military household, but all of the moving and things really happened way before. I grew up in Virginia. So I landed there maybe 7, 8 years old, maybe 7, maybe even a little younger actually. And so I grew up in Virginia. My mom's a Southern girl, and it's just normal to have a garden and tend plants and to know about the local flora and fauna. And growing up in Virginia, there's access to hiking and nature, and just it's always been a love from me, and appreciation, and just a reverence for natural things in general. And so as I've aged, and for me, working with skincare and like making products and things, it was basically kind of like science projects for me as I've aged, and really, hitting adolescence and dealing with acne and chapped skin, and what ways can I start making little things and stuff around the house that can help me with these issues that I have, and that just stemmed on to doing whatever I could. I'm self-taught traditional herbalist. A lot of home learning. Love the internet. It's a wonderful resource and tool. It has everything on there. There's free classes all across the internet, but we won't get too deep there. But just doing a lot of research and self-teaching, and whenever I can sign up for a seminar or a certification here or there, just to expand and round out my knowledge as I've grown older. And so finally again, being able to have the capital to say, now I can put these things to paper and actually make a formula and have a nice pretty package to put it in, and let's see how big I can do these things I already have done and that I do, and that's just normal and natural to me. I've always if I'm by grass, I'm going to want to grow something in there.
Right.
Even if it's just a little bit,
Right.
even if there's not a lot of space, and just being the green friend as
Right.
far as like, let's go out into nature and all of that metaphysical stuff, my stones and all of that. So it just kind of came into a wonderful, perfect storm of things, like I said, things that have been a part of my life the whole time, and just being able to intersect at the right place and at the right time.